I didn't hear if it said the recording thing because my volume was off. Okay, where did I just write things down? There we go. So, what time is it? Okay. I have a meeting in a little bit that I need to make sure that I stay on task for. This is one of my habits I'm trying to work on is time management. It's hard. What was that? What was that? What was that noise? Anyways, whatever. Um, now that threw me off, but it's okay. Oh, my Lanta. That's off. How do I do this? I thought this was off as well. Notifications. Do not disturb. It was my bad. Shocker. Back to what I'm doing. Time management. See, because these are the things that happen. All right. So I was a training call, and it dawned on me that I've never really, some people I have, but I haven't really like shared my why. So I feel like that's why a lot of people don't have theirs. Maybe you didn't know that we're supposed to do this, supposed to have one. I mean, it's kind of like a life thing. You should have a semi plan of what you're trying to do. Oh my God, Walgreens. Leave me alone. Um, Otherwise, you just kind of flounder around if you don't have a plan. I would know. So, I also realized that maybe you don't realize that your why can change and evolve. I'm on my third why. I'm going to share all three with you so that you can realize how tiny of a task this really is. It'll take 15 minutes out of your life, but you should do it. And then I'm going to give you a couple other tips that you should do. And like I said, take it for whatever you want. These are things that help me, and I want to do more, be more, grow more. So, sharing with you. My first why. This is cool. Well, actually, once I wrote it all down, I was like, this is pretty cool. So when I started at Sensi, it was 2018. I think it was October, maybe September. Maybe September, yeah. And we had just bought a house. I was still waitressing. I had already taken the real estate course. I just hadn't taken the class yet, but I had been like religiously studying. And waitressing. And my mom gave me a warmer that said, home is where your mom is, or wherever your mom is, which I loved, and 3 wax bars, shimmer, excuse me, Luna, and now I'm like worried about how I say it, and Just Breathe. And I loved them. And I was like hardcore Yankee fan, so Yankee Candle, obviously. So I was like, it's only $6 for this thing. That lasts longer than my candles do. And I was like, ding, ding, ding. So I went online. I researched it a little bit. I saw that there was a host kit for $99 with all this awesome stuff in it that was worth way more than $99. And I kind of was just like, this is a good idea. I should get my Sensei at least free and half off, at least get myself my own little nugget of paycheck every month off my own purchases. Like, you don't get that anywhere else. It was lifetime warranties. And then there was like a whole business aspect that I didn't really understand, but there was flyers in there that I could read. So I was like, all right. And I shouldn't have even bought it. I put it on a credit card because it was $99. And I was like, you really probably paid like what, 110 for it. Doesn't matter because I made all my money back right away and then some. So in this time, I was still waitressing and I was still really focused on going to pass the test the first time, which I did. So in my mind, Scentsy was also just going to be just closing gifts for people because that's where my mindset was. And it stayed there for a while. Honestly, this was my why for quite some time, and I would miss the mark a lot because I was way more focused on my real estate. That's just where my brain was. So my first why was just extra money. I wanted to have extra money to do these things, not just be able to pay the bills and that. I wanted it to like not make me feel guilty. So extra money for my nails, for my hair, for my daughter at the time to go to preschool because that shit's expensive. Now my son, because that shit's even more expensive. Their activities, like my daughter plays on 2 different basketball leagues. That is 150 each. That's $300 out of whack. Not everybody just has that money. My son swim, 180 bucks, and he does it 3 times a year now, just for this time. He's doing 3 sessions before the summer. I want to be able to pay for those things and not worry about it. He's doing basketball. He did t-ball. And he's so young, it's kind of like waste of money, but it's about the structure and the mental stability for the kids. It's good for them. And I got to pay for it. So that's a thing. I wanted to get my Scentsy free. I wanted to quit waitressing. I hated being treated like someone's servant. It is a great job. Okay, don't get me wrong. It just was not for me. I was good at it, but I didn't really enjoy it. So there was parts of it that I wasn't interested in being good at. And restaurant owners are just not always the best. They can be, but they can't be. So I wanted to quit waitressing. So at that time, everybody, instead of giving a little candy out that restaurant that I was working for wanted me to do, they were getting my Scentsy sample in a little flyer. Hustle however you have to. I wasn't able to pay for postage in the beginning, so I might have, disclaimer, put things in people's mailboxes with permission. And I wanted to have the money to get some cute closing gifts for people. That was my why. And that was my why for a while, almost 2 years. Honestly, because my mindset was small. I had to do a lot of personal growth, a lot of personal development. I had to reevaluate a lot of people in my life and how they were making me feel about myself so that I could take over. And, you've got to be your strongest advocate. You have to be holding yourself to the highest standard. Otherwise, you slip and you fall and you get so comfortable in that rut. And it's like a hammock. It's like, YOLO. But you can always be better and do better. So much better. If you look back a year and not much has changed, let me help you. Because I'm really good at that, I've realized. At changing things from bad to good. There's a lot of things that formed why I'm good at changing bad into good. And a lot of it's because it was forced. It was either like sink or swim, survive or die, figure this shit out. So it's hard for me sometimes to be empathetic to people with excuses and woe is me, because that's a mindset, and that's a mindset that you're choosing. And if you're not putting your business as a priority, that is a mindset that you're choosing, and you're saying it's not a priority. It wouldn't kill anybody to spend a half hour to an hour a day solely on your business. Doesn't even have to be all at once. It could be 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there. Like, everybody has that time. I'm very, very busy. Everybody has that time. And I spend a good amount of my time in here doing some things. And it's not always just Scentsy, but I do put more effort and time into Scentsy because I've seen the vision. Now, let me just burst your bubble real quick. If you think you can just post, I'm going to keep saying this a lot, and pray, you ain't getting nowhere. Um, it's a lot of behind the scenes work. It's a lot of relationship building, like legitimate, like not looking for a sale, just a legitimate, like, cool, we vibe. I'll be your Scentsy girl. Like, that's it. Like, it doesn't have to be this. And you're going to lose a lot of people. If you do the hard work, all those people in your life who are not making you feel good about yourself, like you make them feel good about themselves, they do not belong in your circle. Love them from a distance. Hey, hey, keep it moving. hmm And I'm going to tell you why. All that hard work will get you to my second why, which is my savings accounts. hmm Plural. I over the summer might have depleted one of them, but I just built it back up. But you know what I depleted it with? I bought a pool for my kids and I put it in. I had it installed. I did it all in cash, money from Scentsy. Income disclaimer. Results may vary. Hustle hard. You can do it. Um, what else did I do? I renovated my laundry room. And I actually built a lot of it myself. Yeah. Um, my garage. If anybody has seen it, it's been doing its thing for a while, but we're getting there and we're moving things around. So that was on there and it's been accomplished. I bought all the materials for the fence. My husband says he's going to do it. Whatever, I bought the stuff. I did my part. We're going to get a new fence by next summer if it's the last thing that I do, along with the deck. Those things cost money, hard gold cash. And I did it all in cash. Um, I paid for my son's school in cash, all of their activities in cash, Scentsy cash. Um, Christmas, Scentsy cash. I'm putting money towards the mortgage every month. I pay the housely bills through Scentsy. I'm working on making it, which would be so cool, to just be able to put my husband's paycheck into a savings account and live off our Scentsy. I also have another why. Because of all those things that I've accomplished in that second why, plus everything in the first why. Oh, also, my Scentsy money helps when I do my realtor business. My South Shore Realtor Board fees, the lawyer fees for my company, um, my marketing, um, all my business materials. That's through them. That's licensed through them. I gotta pay for it. Um, I think people don't know that. When I get pictures done, I got to pay for that out of my pocket. Um, there's certain parts of the transaction that I have to put money up at some point and you get it back at the end, basically. Like, there's just a lot of things. I got to pay to put money in my gas tank in my car because nobody's given me a car or any of those gas cards like most sales do. I have to pay, I got to put up for all that stuff. Yeah, I get a business deduction, but I got to make the money to get the deduction. So there's a lot of things that Scentsy has started and helped and took over. Which brings me to my next why. I want to stack more of my Scentsy money and use solely my Scentsy money to start buying homes to renovate, to sell. Still working on it, like between my husband and I. We're looking for one, but like I want one that's like all Scentsy, 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 Scentsy. Okay. Um, hold on, let me tell you all the other things. I want to add I want to knock down the stabbing cabin in the back. It's so creepy. And make a nice, large, heated, AC powered she shed so that I can have like an on property area that I can have people come and meet me at for Scentsy. Um, I need a new vehicle in a few years, and I'm gonna want to. I've always wanted to get my husband a truck at some point, so that would be cool. Um, and then a little bit smaller, I need to finish at this house renovating both bathrooms. And then I just want to reconfigure this room, this bathroom, and that laundry room that I just did and make it a whole master. So that's soon ish. And then like my hard why is real big. I want to help more people see how real this company is, how amazing it can be to them, and how they can do it so easily, just like I can. Maybe not so easily. So you can't just be lazy and not do things. Like this is a business, so it has to be ran as one. You need to think of yourself as a business owner. And if you're not, that's okay. You can be a hobbyist. That's fine. But trying to hustle hard, do big things here. Um, you got to work on your mindset, and I want to help anybody, because if your mindset is not positive and pumping you up, you're missing out on so much that you should be doing. You're missing your potential. Just let me help you. I'm really good at that. That's like my niche. And I have a lot of people who just think that they like know everything or know better, which is fine. But like my mindset is I never know better. I never know everything. I am never the smartest person in the room. Why would you ever want to be the smartest person in the room who knows everything? You're never going to learn. You're never going to grow. You're never going to have all these dreams you have, all these thoughts you have. You want this big business so that you can own a bakery. You want this big business so you can own an art shop. You got to start somewhere, and you got to stay there, and you got to hustle, and you got to be consistent. Nobody's just going to be like, oh, jewelry today. Oh, leggings? Now? What about Scentsy? No Scentsy anymore? You're making candles? Are you making food now? You know what I mean? Like that's everybody needs consistency in life. And the way that you do that is to start with your mind and your personal and mental state. You got to heal, because you can't raise a good human in yourself or anything around you without healing. Everybody has trauma, so chill. Um, so here's some tips and tricks. Not really, like a few things. Learn to prioritize. Make small, attainable goals. And build habits one at a time. Each habit takes 21 days, they say. I say give it a month. We're on the third, the rest of the month, okay? Make one habit that you're going to start and do every single day. If you need to check it off on a list, make a list and check it off. Whatever it is that makes you stay accountable to do something, do it, and do one goal at a time. It literally doesn't even have to be about your Scentsy. Like it could just be like eat better in the morning. Boom, do that 21 days. Once you start to get a hold of it on that third week, you can add another one in, because you got to keep adding them in. You don't just stop that one. No, that's a continued thing forever. Then you can add in, like, I'm going to work on 30 minutes every Monday, following up with anybody who's ordered with me in the last week or two. See how they're doing. See if they got it. Do they have any issues? Blah, 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 blah. You feel me? I just feel like I need an answer, but no one's there. And I'm going to reach out again to a few more people. I've done a few. And focus more intently with you guys. If you want it, show me you want it, and I'm here and I want to help you. Because again, if you're only thinking you can make $600 a month here, you're missing everything. Because if you build it, they will come. So if you go read the incentive tab and you read how it's structured, PRV and sponsoring, that's because it's structured for you to have a goal of yourself of 2,500 PRV a month plus 2 new recruits a month. Everybody falls short sometimes. You can't stay there. You got to get up tomorrow and the next day and the next day and keep it moving. You have to be stronger than your mind. You think I would like to sleep? Yeah. You don't think I didn't want to lay it all around all day yesterday, but I had to clean. This place was a disaster and school was today, and I needed to get these things done because I make this a priority. Because I'm able to now pick and choose who I work with when I do real estate, because this is an income for me. Whether somebody else doesn't see that or not, I do. And I get a base pay from Scentsy, but then you see me at events and whatnot, that's cash. That's hard, cold money that I'm making. The only things that I like put up my money for is a license things, because sometimes it's worth it. You get the PRV on it, you get the commission. I never do more than like 2 of each because I'm not trying to break the bank. I just know that I have plenty of events that I can get them off at eventually. I don't buy them all. I pick and choose what I think will sell. Do I always get it right? No, I don't. It's okay. Eventually, I get rid of it because it's a hustle. Never spend your money on Scentsy. Yes, reinvest 10% of whatever it is that you made, but don't go broke ever. It's not going to work because you're going to get defeated, upset, and you're going to give up. And that's not what this is for. Oh, and one of my other habits is following through with more videos. Oh, so I'll just quickly show you what I got going on today. I'm finishing my BBM boxes that I wanted to send out last Friday. But you know what I don't do? Get stuck in that. I'm sending it out. I'm just gonna say Happy New Year. And I'm gonna have some other cool things in there. But this is how cute all of my labels look. See that? Super cute. Okay, well, they're cute. Whatever. See? They're all kind of like cohesive looking. They all have the same font. I want it to show better. I saw somebody do this one time and it worked. It's not working. Anyways, so I'm not sending everybody a sample of every single thing. I had a few people specifically give me some, mention some. So if they're like a sometime buyer, but not always, and I want to get them on my club, they're going to get like 3 or 4 samples of ones I think they'll like. Scentsy club people, they're going to get like 10, maybe more. And other people are getting like 6, because I'm also going to do like Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Which ones do you like? And then I'm going to follow up with everybody and try to get them on a Scentsy club. And then I'm marking in the last chance first glance parties. So you should all do that too. Excuse me. All right, I think I did it. Oh, did I do time? All right, no, really blew the time. Actually, I mean, it's only 8 minutes. It's not bad. All right, well, I love y'all. I hope you watch this. I hope you use these words of advice. And I hope you reach out or respond to me. If not, I'll take your customers back. YOLO.